Hello everyone, my name is Ikram Jadi. Today, I'd like to share my opinion not just about a football match, but about emotions, pride, and lesson we can learn from sport. The opinion is about the match between Indonesia and Bahrain. When the whistle blew at the beginning, the whole stadium was alive. Red and white flag waving every time. Everyone hoped that Indonesia would bring home the victory. But as the minute went by, the match turned into a real test of patience and teamwork. Indonesia started strong, full of spirit and confidence. Aware, players ran fast, they passed the ball, they defended bravely. But Bahrain was calm, very calm. They played smart, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. When Bahrain scored, the stadium became quiet for a moment, and then the Indonesian supporters started to sing louder, not to complain, but to encourage. That moment showed how strong our spirit really is. When the match ended, some people felt disappointed, but others smiled and sighed. At last, our team fought until the end. That's how I feel too. I was sad but proud. In my opinion, Indonesia played well. Maybe not perfectly, but with heart. And sometimes that's more important than the score. If you ask me about Bahrain, I said they deserved to win. They were patient, focused, and experienced. But that doesn't mean Indonesia was weak. It means we still have room to grow. When we express our opinion, we can use sentence like, I think Indonesia play well because they never give up. In my opinion, Bahrain was stronger and in my opinion, Bahrain was stronger in their strategy. I feel proud of our team even though we lost. Using polite and clear language help you sound respectful and confident. That's how English can teach you not only word, but attitude. After the match, I watched an interview with the player. They say, we did our best and we will come back stronger. That is true sportsmanship, to accept the result and keep moving forward. So, my opinion about the match is simple. We may not have won, but we gained something more valuable: experience and unity. Win or loss, we still love our team, because sporting Indonesia is about passion. Maybe next time the result will be different. But no matter what happens, we will always be proud, because the victory is not on the scoreboard. It's in our heart. Thank you for listening. Win or loss, we are proud Indonesia. Hello everyone, my name is Ikram Jadi and I am a student from Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika. In this presentation, I will share what simple present tense is, how to use it, and also how it connects with my daily life in my side job as a graphic designer. So, let's start learning together. What is simple present tense? In this slide, I want to explain what the simple present tense is. The simple present tense is one of the most common tense in English. We use it to talk about habit, routines, facts, and general trust. For example, we say I go to campus every day, or the sunrise in the east. It's very simple but very useful in daily communication. And next, the function of simple present. The simple present tense has many functions. First, we use it to talk about daily activities, like when we study or work. Second, we use it to state facts of general trust. And third, to express feeling of opinions. For example, I like English, or she's design posters for clients. So, we can use this tense to describe what we do and what we believe in our daily life. And next, the formula. Now, let's look at the formula. Positive sentence use subject plus verb 1 plus object. For example, I study English every day. A negative sentence use do not of dois. Not like I don't work on Sunday. And for questions, we put do or dois at the beginning. For example, do you like design? It's very easy once you get used to it. And next, subjects and verb agreement. In the simple present tense, we must be careful with the subject. For he, she, or it, we add s or is at the end of the verb. But for I, you, we, or they, we just use be best form. For example, he works as a designer, but they work together. This is a small rule, but very important to make your grammar correct. And next, talking about daily habits. We use the simple present tense to talk about daily habit of routines. For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. I go to campus by bus, and I design poster for clients in the evening. Sometimes I sleep late because of design projects. So, when we describe things we usually do, we always use the simple present tense. Next, my side job, graphic design. Besides studying, I have a small side job as a freelance graphic design. I make logo design and Instagram content for clients. I usually work at night after finishing my homework. I use software like Canva or Photoshop to make my design. These sentences are also in simple present because they show my regular activity as a student and as a designer. And next, fact and truth. The simple present tense is also used for fact and truth. For example, the earth moves around the sun. Or God design needs time and patience. Another one, colors influence people's emotion. So, we can use this tense to talk about things that are always true of the never change. And next, frequency adverbs. Now, let's talk about adverbs of frequency. They show how often we do something. Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. For example, I usually design after class. Sometimes, get clients online, and I never skip deadlines. Use the word make use simple present tense sound more natural. And next, common mistake. There are some common mistakes when people use the simple present. For example, many students say she work every day. That's wrong. We should say she work every day. Or they say I doesn't like coffee. The correct one is I don't like coffee. So always check your subject before choosing the verb form. Small detail like this make your English sound better. And the last, conclusion. To conclude my presentation, the simple present tense is very helpful for talking about our daily life, habits, and routines. I use the when I talk about my study and also my work as a graphic design. For me, learn English is like learn design. We practice, make mistakes, and get better every day. Thank you for listening.